Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing my first ever car mechanic simulator 2018 repair video. So we got ourselves the turbo, check. So it has turbo on it, obviously, so we're going to be taking the engine out. So it's a 14 DOHC turbocharged. Sorry, it's a twin twister, but so you got your air intake, you got your cooling, you got your ABS model, you got your brake pump, you got your suspension. So we're going to be disconnecting basically everything that has to go with connecting to the engine, but we're going to be starting with putting this thing on the lifter. So we're going to put this thing on the lifter. Alright, since this car is really rusty, I mean, look at the rust on this thing, man. So we're going to be doing the interior, whatever, and your welder. This gets rid of your whole body. So if I would have taken those off, it would be a complete, like, clean body, like, no rust type thing. But it's only for your parts that you can actually put on the car that would leave rusty, because it's easily repairable and they're not going to do it for you. So we're going to start with disconnecting the wheel. Also the brakes. Alright, so I have disconnected the two front suspension that was holding up everything. So if you would look, like, I disconnected all those parts. I haven't disconnected that, but I have disconnected the radiator because it needs fan with everything. I'm going to be doing that later. We're going to be pulling the engine out. That's why I pulled that out first. So I'm going to be pulling this out first. We're going to be going on the engine create, like, selection, which probably what I meant, but we're going to be focused on the 14 DOHC turbocharged engine. So it's got 180 horsepower. This is just stock engine horsepower. This is no tuning, no nothing. 240 torque to this thing, so it's barely got anything to compare to, like, this, or like the ones that I build at the time, which is the 2-car V8. Mostly I build this more, but you get what I mean. Alright, so this is an engine block 14. Alright, so there's gonna things I need, like tuning. I need an alternator, of course, because every car needs an alternator. I need a power steering, so we're focused on 14 more. Okay, your oil filter 14, that would be in your main shop, as well as when we're here we can get oil pan while we're here. Your crankshaft. Okay, so your crankshaft can't be in your tuning, can only be in your main. So your crankshaft has to be the certain way or it's not gonna work. Alright, so we have gotten our crankshaft in there. So you're gonna need your fuel filter. So you go to your tuning. So we're gonna have to leave that to later, but your pistons go there and your car rods and everything. Okay, so we're gonna go on the bottom. So we're gonna search piston, because the reason why you need piston rings. So since it's, we're just gonna order 10 of them because I'm rich. Why not? Piston with con rods, may as well. I can make the money back if I wanted to. Okay, so My bad for that. I need a rod caps. Really need like probably like 6 of them, but or like 8 of them or something. Also, I bought those when I was not recording. You know what I mean. So it's only a 4-cylinder piston engine, so it's a V4 turbocharged engine, which is very uncommon, but some other countries it's very common. But yeah. Alright, we're moving on to your engine head. Now you can go to your tuning shop and search up engine head, and you will be come across to any engine head in the game. But you cannot search for engine head covers, because head covers don't perform anything. As well as, I don't know, like rod caps or rocker arms or oil pans or oil filters, stuff like that. Or crankshafts. So your camshafts actually can be in your tuning shaft. Your tuning as well. So near field rail DI. Okay, so I'm just gonna search DI. Whatever. Yeah, there you go. Thing about this game is very useful. You can search for something like for like that, like a simple word, and it would mean it. Like you would actually spell out the whole word. We're getting to my engine head cover. Now you can only get this at your main shop. You can only search up head cover, and then yep. So if I'm not mistaken, it's a 14. Okay. And then you're gonna be needing okay. Alright, so you're gonna need your ignition coils. And this has been a long time since I've used ignition coils. So you can get ignition coils from the tuning shop. So I'm gonna be just buying 4 of them. I was just searching up the wrong way. This game is very strict the way how you search things up. Which is weird. So your throttle, I don't think, but we can try. Okay, so they do have throttles here, which I was quite surprised. So you got your throttle, you got your cam gear. So you need your cam gear. That's always from. Oop, I always got that. So you just cam gear. I spelled that wrong, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay. I spelled that wrong, didn't I? Yeah, okay, I did. Wait, no. I think I did spell that wrong. My bad, guys. Not bad. Alright, so it's your timing belt. Just a regular timing belt. So you can only find timing belts from the main from the main site, so it's just called timing belt. So you got your timing cover. This is always in here. There would never be timing covers or any type of cover in the tuning unless if there was like a mod for it or something that had like air cooling or water cooling or some water pump. So you can fire your water pump only in your actual main. So you need idle roller. So you just search roller. So I need an A. So you need your crankshaft pulley. I think I have that. Yes, I bought actually 2 of them. Now you need your water pump. Didn't I install that? No, I did not. I bought that, but I didn't install it. Okay, so this is where your belts go. Your separate belt B. So So you just search belt, and then you just look for Suburban Belt B. And it has to be the right one or it's not going to show up. Alright, found it. Alright, so now you need your belt transfer, of course. Yeah, it's just right there, okay. So I think this is probably just done with the, no, let's take one more. So you got your Sauce Manifold 14 Turbo. So I'm pretty sure they have them here. I wouldn't imagine that they don't. Because I think they do. I mean, they saw, like, they cover, like, all that expensive stuff. So you're gonna search up Manifold. And you just look for the one that you're supposed to be putting on. So in case for mine, you put on this one. But if you're going for other engines, you would put on the one that actually fits. Don't buy extra parts to make it look cool. It's not gonna fit on, trust me. I learned that the hard way. So now yours is Manifold cover. You search up cover. May as well. So symbols that. May as well get your filter cover. May as well just get that. And when you're at tuning, you can just, yeah, get that may as well when you're there. That's the one thing I just do. When I'm may as well there, I just get parts. So I don't have to chase after everything. So for my gearbox, you buy all these parts. So you buy the clutch, release bearing, do all that. So you install that. It might be a little difficult installing all that, which is not realistic at all, but you get what I mean. Which I don't think you can do that when your engine stand is right on the mounted on engine block. Which I don't think you can do. Which we did the whole entire thing. So I don't think we're missing for any parts. Okay, so we're not missing any parts, which is great. So that was for the engine. Now we're gonna be doing the suspension. So when we're here, we may as well just do this while we're here. Get like 1% turbo. Kind of worth it. So you need clips. So you need clip A, which is annoying because I hate clips in this game. You need 4 of them. Okay, so I'm gonna end up having to buy a new radiator to install it because apparently I can't get it. So I'm gonna need housing. I believe it was a radiator fan, right? Yeah. So I can't get this clip installed because it's being weird. It's like clamped and mushed like right there. So I'm gonna have to worry about that later. There's no battery. May as well buy my and yep, bring all that stuff. Do my hold up. Okay, I was just checking. So I need 4 of these, 2 of these. This is for the front, this is for the rear of the car. Brake pads, of course. Brake cylinder calipers, I meant. Brake cylinders and brake calipers go on your brake disc, which your brake disc goes on your brake pads go on your brake disc, and your brake disc goes on your whatever the case would be. So we're going to be starting with disconnecting. They're going to be disconnecting this. So we're going to be need a rubber bushings, which is a lot for a car to repair. Which is totally worth it to buy. So you need front suspension and crossbar. That's all you need, basically. That's basically all you need. You don't need no numbers. That's just that. So you need your front wheel hub. You need your inner, your outer. I'm pretty sure there's leaf springs. I'm pretty sure, right? No, no leaf springs. Okay. But there's leaf springs U-bolts. I'm pretty sure, right? I'm not sure, though. Alright. I need solid axle control arm. Those are the back. Steering rack, I don't need that. I need rubber bushings, a lot of them. Your wheel hub. No, you need wheel hub bearing. Since this is like a weird suspension to work with. So your in cooler. I don't think in coolers, I don't think they have here. We can check, so I'll just search intercooler. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm spelling it wrong. Alright, my bad. So we're gonna have to connect everything back it again. When we're working on opposite sides, we buy usually 2 of them, of every side. So we would buy 2 of those. And what part comes up next, I can just buy it and buy for the other side. Alright, front shock absorber A. So this is where I'm going to be needing front shock absorber A. So I don't think we have the joint parts. We do, actually, we do. So this is a perfect example to join springs. So you would take these and then you would just join parts and you would buy the parts. And it would just do the thing for you. So you only have to do like what, 2 of them for the front. That's it. And the back's usually just like shock absorbers that you can just buy and you can install them. You don't need the joint parts with them. Alright, so your lower suspension arm. Gotcha. So that's your upper. Okay, that's your bottom. Your lower should be down here. I know it's around here somewhere. Okay, this thing's being a pain. Hold up. Okay, this thing's being weird. I'm just gonna search the lower, man. Sometimes I can see it, sometimes I don't. It's weird how it works. Oh, like that. And then join all the parts. That's why I need a lot of rubber bushings, because they actually take, like, when you're doing the suspension, they need a lot of them, so that way, just buy a lot of them. So I just need a front swiper, is that it? Front swiper, that's really it, right? Wow, that's crazy. Alright, you need your East Link A. So you need 2 of them, since there's 2 sides. And I will be doing the other side, like, off camera type thing. So I need to get... Okay, so I need to do the other step real quick. Alright, I am done with that. So I'm probably going to be needing wheel hub caps, because I see that little cap, like, yeah, front wheel hub. I feel like there's going to be something cheesy with that. So now we're going to be doing the back. Oh, it's been a while since I've used Swiper East Link, like rear. But yeah, anyways, since we're working with rear. Alright, so since we're working with rear suspension, it's a lot more like complex, but it's more like less like components. For this vehicle specifically, there's a lot more parts to this thing that I've a lot expected, which is something. Okay, so the battery in the back, that's new. Speaking of fuel things, I need to buy one. I was wondering when the battery was, where it was, so I need to charge that. Alright, so I'm gonna charge that. And don't worry, it actually charges it to 100% and also replaces it with that low number with a high number to 100%, so very efficient little battery, which does not matter to me. But it can matter to some people that are trying to save some money, which is a good thing to have if you're not trying to waste money. Alright, that is completely stripped, so now we're going to be getting into the type of suspension layout which is going to be fun trying to remember. So if I'm not mistaken, this is a crossbar, a cross member. Okay, so rear, okay. That was close enough. So you need your rear axle house knocking A. Okay, so you need to go down here for rear. So this is the one we need, and then probably... Oh, that's a wheel hub 3, my bad. I'm gonna be needing like 2 of those, probably. Matter of fact, just be safe, just did that. Gonna do the rear sway bar. Try like an A. Try like a B, just in case. Rear spring, buy 2 of those. Spring cap, buy 2 of those. Buy more rubber bushings, because why not? Wheel hub, need 2 of those. Trying to figure out things I can do. Rear shock absorber A. Okay, so these are rear now. Because I think it just starts with an A. Okay, so rear suspension upper arm. This is where it's gonna get a little nonsense here. Okay, so you need upper arm for suspension, which is not appearing on my eyes, surprisingly. Oh, there it is. You need... okay. So I think I covered some part of the rear suspension. Rear suspension arm. Okay, so there's apparently this thing called rear suspension arm, which you learn every day. Which I small rubber. I think rear suspension arm. I think there's 2 of them, eh? Yep, there is. So you need that. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so I need wheel bearing. Yep. Okay, real hub. Okay. All right. So you need wheel hub bearing. Yep, you need your wheel hub. Your brake disc. Your brake pads. Your brake caliper. And your brake cylinder. So that would be it for there. And I probably won't be doing much of this, but we'll see. If you guys like me working on these cars, then comment. Alright, I think I'm done with the left here side. Oh. Okay, so I think I'm done with that side. I can just may as well put that there. So I think I got everything done right. Can't tell, but like, that is one mean suspension, man. That is like a nightmare come true for a mechanic. Imagine putting a whole, the whole suspension on the rear. Hours of work, and then it all just comes down to it come crashing down to the ground because you didn't, secure properly. Oh, that would suck. Or it gets, your house, or, not the house, but, the shop gets, flooded or something. Or, I don't know, something happens. Be crazy. So we're almost done with suspension, which we can move on to other things. Alright. Possibly that might be it. That might be it for the suspension, if I'm not misspoken. So your frame condition, your interior is, of course. So we don't know any of that stuff because... yeah. I think we have done a good job with the whole, okay, yeah, we did. So now we can be working on exhaust, and exhaust is going to be crazy, because rear muffler, you can find that tuning. Rear muffler. So just a regular rear muffler, you may not, yeah, you can. Oh, why did I buy 2 of them? Why? I didn't mean to buy 2 of them. My bad. So your exhaust pipe. The classic exhaust pipe. Can't go wrong with exhaust pipe. Your middle muffler, of course. Your converter. Which I always mess up the word because it's a hard name to say. Okay, so your front sausage section turbo. I think they have them. Front sausage section turbo. I don't think they have them. So it's a...